knows that she has to respect Italy. They're in good condition, she said. They're learning and evolving. But they have to respect Italy this morning. This afternoon. Sia gets us underway. And it's a nervous start for Italy in this last game. Service targets. Just talking internally before setting up again. And nerves could be key here for the Italians. China still have lots of that team from Rio around. Egonu gets to work. And having noticed Paola Egonu throughout this competition, she is young, but she is unbelievably focused. But it's a good start from China. The middle in, the pass is perfect. Cucchiella chasing off the hands of Sia, who hasn't found her rhythm yet. Could really be a target. Was the target throughout the early stages of the opening game in round one, but now this is a different game, a different setting where pressure will rear its ugly head again. Passing exceptional from China. It's a great read though. Cucchiella sees it. She's not watching the ball. She is watching the spiker. She drifts across and gets a great stop on the angle. In training yesterday, it was interesting to see Italy. Confidence flowing here with Egonu. 19 years old, and this is the biggest game of her career. What a start. Hand contact not quite as strong. Egonu just almost lazily raises a left arm to defend and a fierce right hand to attack. Wang Manjie, the libero, celebrates and then gets the thumbs up from Zhu Ting, because Zhu Ting knows that she does not put that away without the defensive attributes of a libero. This is going to be entertaining for sure. Sia out of system. Egonu now rolls high. She's stopped again. Sia goes to the side. If you're watching, anything tight to the net, throw it to the sideline, keep it away from the center. Sia serving. So really light serve to position one. Egonu, they're trying to attack over the setter's head. There is a slight mismatch, but Egonu makes great defense out of system, but Zhu Ting just hits off the body. She's too high through there. They're trying to get three in the block here, Italy, to try and cut off all the channels, but she will go over Bozzetti. Bozzetti got a hat-trick of blocks in this fixture earlier on in the competition, but there's no way she's getting her hands on that from Zhu. Another miss serve keeps Italy in control. I haven't kept a tally of the missed serves, but watching training from China yesterday, they served for the first 15 minutes of the session. And let me tell you, they were not soft serving. Italy went for a lighter approach, ball control, pipe attacking. So let's see if they use that on the slide though. Great middle work from them. Short the ball, but one-on-one on the outside. Denesi is having to keep an eye on Zhu Ting on the pipe. That's why she's late getting to the outside. Bozzetti the target. Lucy Bozzetti, who had problematic times passing throughout the last two games, will gain so much confidence with her doing it all herself. Smooth in the pass, slow but fast and dynamic in the approach. To the outside. Good blocking. And Ugonu is just an absolute weapon. Seams, splits in the block, open invitation for Ugonu to put Italy in charge. 8-5, first technical. Any sign of nerves? No way.
Se batte in uno, ricordatevi che la maggior parte dei palloni è facile. Tranquilla su quella palla, sei così profonda. L'ultima roba, raga. Secondo me, con la 2 adesso, se fa questi colpi profondi, meglio 2. 好，大家做动作再滚开一点。开球开始，每个人做动作再点，不要想后跑。
Some other thoughts going into this. Italy plays so fast. Pezzanti is working his magic, and since the V&L, they've taken 0.3 of a second off of the attack, so they're attacking 0.3 of a second faster than they were at the V&L. And they're strong, and in that first game between these two teams, China's middle couldn't keep up. De Janeiro just sitting, patient, absorbing. Ugonu looking to score again. She's had such a good start. Su Ting trying to muscle the ball away from the body, wrist away, missing the sideline. Challenge from Jenny Lang Ping. The matchup here for China isn't favourable because of the speed that Italy can play. Net touch, maybe off the left arm of Pezzetti is what they're looking for, but no way. Melinov, who alongside Pezzetti and De Janeiro control this team, and they let the physical weapons fire around them. The slide attack is once again kryptonite for Italy. It's a late run, really late run. Great disguise, running on the quick attack, pulling Pezzetti in, and then Pezzetti just watches. Maybe has to pay for a ticket to view that. Great run from China. Pezzetti setting now. Recovered. Feels like China are at home at times. Sia wiping the line, covering the line, taking the wipe. De Janeiro just staying still and covering. Ugonu looking to tip away. The set's slightly too tight, but there's a chance on the outside. De Janeiro just steps in and absorbs another one. And Ugonu goes high. Persistence paying dividends here for Italy. Su Ting defending very high. We saw some unbelievable scenes in the match between these last time. Pezzetti has had, I would say, 2 quiet games for her in the last 2, but today she has come out fired up. You must think for some of these players, the more experienced ones, De Janeiro now 31, Pezzetti 29, you would think this is their chance to win a World Championships. the body. Changning, Di Gennaro and Bozzetti are really working hard. And it's fast from Di Gennaro again. And this is where Italy really prosper. Even when the ball's off the net, they play fast to the outsides, so they can just hit through the drifting blockers. This is where the matchup is key. It didn't work against Japan because the middles of Japan are so much faster, but here they can cause trouble. China, the best team in the world. Widest set. Danesi, Ugonu. They're in a different postcode there. Perfect from Miriam Sia. China go to the middle, and then Italy push back with exactly the same play. Drifting around, Yanni can't get her hands in front of it. She's too late, far too late for the Danesi. Serving to one, trying to keep the ball away from Zhu Ting. Keep an eye on that throughout this game. They're serving to wherever Zhu Ting is far enough away. But that's a phenomenal set. Ding Sia, take a bow, whipping it from outside of court to find the middle in that tempo. Di Gennaro stepping in, playing quick to Sia. Italy really missed Miriam Sia against Serbia because Petrini is great, but Petrini is 18 years old. Sia gives them more points at 4, for sure. Zhu Ting, the service target this time, trying to get her out of system, out of sync, but Zhu Ting is a queen of this game. So high. Cricchiella staying, managing to close out with Malinov, but Malinov leaves a small gap. Malinov trying to find Cristina Cricchiella under audacious pressure. It's really the Hollywood set from here. And it's too tight. Zhu Ting will eat you for breakfast if you set tight. Cricchiella left with no option but to try and use the block. Sia, perfect passing. They're trying to serve her. DIY, wrist away, working off the body. Bozzetti on the wider pipe, Ugonu on the inside 10, trying to open up the court. She had 2 on her. She knows the situation. She worked away from the body. Some game this. As Ding Sia just opens up everything. Great width. It's good passing from China. It makes you wonder how they're 4 behind. Sia yet again, she's getting everything. Ugonu! The pass is fine from Sia. It's not perfect, but it gives Malinov the chance to run an offense at a tempo. Cricchiella staying fast in front, and somehow Ugonu squeezed it through. They knew it was coming, China, but Ugonu too hot to trot early on. Remember the name. Zhu Ting subtly subdued at the moment. She is not running the game. Service pressure, very deep again. It's tied to Dingxia. They go back on the slide attack. They'll be looking forward to when the setter can get on the back court, because she can have 3 options. Sloppy from Xia, punished by China. Soon as she hits anywhere away from her body line, favorite to score there. Xia passing well. You can see what they're trying to do, China, and you can see how much it means to Miriam Xia. Bozzetti will get the plaudits here, but Miriam Xia has contributed to that one-on-one. The ball goes to 2.5. The ball's pinged, darts to the outside to Bozzetti. She's one-on-one. She will score. Wide, fast sets, opening up the gaps. Italy's speed dominating again. Cambi comes in. Front court receiver out, but Zhu Ting is in. Di Gennaro just digging away. She just sits off the outside of the block and she stays relaxed and still for Zhu Ting. And they buy their time through the rally. Bozzetti, Di Gennaro, and Miriam Xia are leading the path here. China psychologically not in this game at the moment. Back to the front court receiver. They're doing it all the time because then Dingxia is left with absolutely nothing. And Italy take another one. For as long as they can make Zhang Changning out of system as a front court receiver with a front court setter, Dingxia hasn't got any options. Italy flourishing. There you go. Off she goes. Changning replaced by, it's a great replacement, Li Yingying. The left-hander about to spike the ball. It's too tight, far too tight. Ogonu, do not even give her a sniff. She just knows it's tight, so she just grabs the ball. But Li Yingying, the best outside hitter in Chinese volleyball last year, just 17 years old, top scorer and best outside. Frantic all the time from China. Li Yingying struggling. Ogonu has got the better of her. Now Bozzetti so still. She doesn't want to block. She tried that earlier. She sits off to take that one. Chance for China. Bozzetti's defense really good. The 2 days of rest would have done Italy a world of good. Di Gennaro trying to force it in from the left side. Bozzetti having to roll angle, but the defense is a little bit out. But Dingxia again, under pressure, can find the middle from anywhere. The touch is a little bit tense, the ball pings off the arms, but that's where China are very strong through the middle. A bit slow getting out at times, but attacking-wise, very high. Bozzetti passing perfectly. Denesi! Steep and gnarly. You're not digging that one, China. Yan Ni drifting out to the line. Denesi snapping back angle. 80 kilometers an hour. It's not about that. Once again, out of system. Li Yingying shut down. She has another chance here. 2 blocks in a row. Denesi comes into this game. Best blocker in the competition. This is why. Gets across. Great finish into the face. Li Yingying wants to work through the body. She's got 2 in her way. 22-14. Shocked? No. Surprised? Maybe.
si apre dietro, solo questa cosa qua, ok? Vai! Dai raga, grandi, così! Vamos, vamos!
没关系，已经开始活动了哈。哎，放松一点，放松一点，咱片儿啊，这样子啊，对，放松一点。这个动作还挺大的，快点，加油！
An ace from Bazzetti. Very fitting, Lucia Bazzetti. More blocking, but this time out. But AC gets across, but doesn't get round the ball. Two will do it for the Italians, who have just been a different class so far. Sia's passing. Ugonu, it's too tight, so she's looking for hands or trying to work the ball around the block. Ganesi again, look at her head, she's just always looking at the player. It's tight from China, second chance to the outside. Sia's been tall. China are just working their way back slowly. For them, I think it's about gaining confidence for the rest of this match. Bazzetti replaced. Bazzetti replaced. Status. Trying to fire up an ace with Li Ying. One out from Mazzanti, one out from Mazzanti. For the first time, you would say, in this set, that's De Janeiro beaten to the left side, but Italy will be feeling a bit of pressure.
Seguite comunque la linea alta e poi mettete il bagger laterale, perché questa o vi arriva senza loro o prende il nastro, ok? Dai, via!
Starts with the serve here for China. They could win 11 matches at a single World Championships for the first time. In 2014, they won 10 of 13. Perfect again from Sia. Malinov goes tight, but actually it works out as Sia goes over the... goes tight, but actually it works out as Sia goes over the top. There's the speed that's costing China here. They're not fast enough to deal with Malinov. Nacy serving for the first set. Meng Jie puts it in really well. Fired from Ding Sia, who's laughing. You always say, if you're going to fire the middle from off the net, make sure the ball's going over if you miss. One saved. Bazzetti puts Italy in system. And now Italy have rocked China and have them against the ropes after this first set. Consistency from Bazzetti and Sia, aggression from the middles and Ugonu. What a start from the Italians, the Olympic gold medalists. Well, struggling. They've passed so nicely. They really have. And it just means Malinov has got every option available most of the time. If she wants to run Ugonu on the inside pipe, Bazzetti on the on the inside 10 from the back. One of the most respected people in Chinese sporting history, 6th in the top Chinese athletes of the year, 1996 FIVB Coach of the Year. China, well, they've set up the same as they finished. So Li Yingying has come in. Italy, well, there's no changes from them and absolutely no surprises because they've started really well. Pass is a little bit off the net. It goes to Zhu Ting, who's been quiet. That's an understatement. Sia dispatches out the back. Italy's service pressure, but it's the speed that's caused them problems, and they can run their game when they're in system. Remember against Japan, if anybody was watching, the ball was off the net more. De Janeiro, they're being aggressive. There's potentially a hand over. There certainly is. This will be a much better view. You cannot block the setter. Zhu Ting has started feasting far too early there. When Italy have not played well, it's because Bazzetti and De Janeiro have not passed perfectly. And when they're passing off the net, they play slower. Ugoni fires high, almost like a tomahawk defense out the back. Shaping up, good defense from Malinov. Sia loves hitting out of system. They're still and they're patient when they cover. What a rally this one is, both teams. Zhu Ting! There we go, China! Zhu Ting makes a kill from the left side, but the defense from China leads them to glory. Sia serving. Question marks throughout this competition on the opposite from China as well. Ugonu fires through Zhu Ting, and this is not the Zhu Ting that we know who controls games on a regular basis. Sorry, it wasn't even through her, sorry to Zhu Ting. Difficult from the commentary position at times to see where the ball goes through, but Ugonu! Is that just a sign that it's going to be Italy's evening? Just fires into the top of the net. There's no passing that. You have to feel for China there, you really do. They will feel justice has been done though. This is China who know how to win games, even when everything's against them. Remember, they won the Olympics in Rio, having come fourth in the pool. Smuggling away is Criciella. The pass from Italy is just the trigger of everything. Malinov is having a great game, but it's because of Bazzetti, De Janeiro, and Sia passing dimes, smuggling to the line, Criciella. Well read again. Another opportunity. Ugonu! Says my bad. Ding Sia never stops smiling. Zhu Ting as focused as they come for China. Bazzetti slightly out of system now, but they love going higher. Criciella. How many times is she going to score out here? Back through the blockers, and it's because of Malinov setting so accurate and precise. It gives options to the setter to hit one way or another. What a treat. Serving short to De Janeiro, who then puts the ball in perfectly. It's a great block, but that's almost what they set up for, China. Makes it easy to block when the ball's coming in from short. Tough for the opposite, the middle, to get their approach. But Li Yingying, 18 years of age, and making such a difference. Another game changer against the USA. Came on and took the game away from them. Stays high, stays deep. There's no digging that one. And you have to feel for the USA. They didn't get through Paul H. They lost both 3-2, but back to this one. When Italy don't quite play at 100%, China just go through the roof. Back to 2. The blocker has done a great job getting out there, the middle blocker, Young Sing-yu. The pass is still strong though from Italy all of the time. Ugonu fires the line. She fires it steep. Horrible work from Ugonu, who yet again is proving herself on the world stage. Back to Li Yingying. They're looking for the decision here. Challenge from somewhere. Difficult to see from where I am based. In or out. China are going crazy. The people in front of me are just standing up left, right and centre, making it difficult to see. China have been silenced. The ball is in. Once again, it just feels that China have some home advantage here. This is big news in China. The media are here in many. Drifting in the block, but they get a touch on it, Italy. Chance to counter. Audacious attempt to try and chop it back. Just a 1-point game. This is so much better, though, from China.
Raga, vi soffrono l'energia, vamos!
No one any closer to predicting the future of this competition. On form, you would have potentially have tipped China, but Italy was so good round 1 or round 2, and for bits of round 3 that the 2-day rest looks like it served them wonderfully well here. But who knows? Oh, it's an ace from China. A difference has been made for sure. Since the youngster Li Yingying has come in, she serves from high. She snaps fast with her serve. Not 2 in a row, no, just 1. Patient as ever, Wang Ping, a real respected coach in the game. De Janeiro, easy for her. Ugonu stays high, smooth and accurate. Once again, it's proof that it's not about bouncing the ball, going over the middle blocker. Whereas Ding Xia blocking in the middle, keeping Sing Yu on the outside, trying to block Sia, but it means they're short in the middle. But not on the wings. Pizzetti on the floor. That quick ball again, shaped back to the cross court, losing Danesi. And that's a key thing to do today. Danesi has been phenomenal. All competition within the block. Moving her around is key. De Janeiro passing off. But Sia. Oh, China! Zhu Ting made a dig. Thought her team were going to set back to her, so she went. She's got a scoop. She gets up, she's ready to go. Everyone else just looks at each other. No one wants to set it. Better passing from China. Back to Zhu Ting. Chases on for Malinov, but Zhu Ting. And what makes Zhu Ting is just how she uses. She can see the court, but she hits off the body. She opens up so nice, so her elbow comes back, her chest opens up, and she works through the body really nicely. Really good work from Zhu Ting. Tension building as China grow. Sia now vulnerable in the pass at times. De Janeiro, that's not working anymore, playing quick. China's middles are getting faster! Where they were slow in the first set, the middle blockers are starting to release earlier. Get across and get two in the block. No splits, no seams, just kill blocks. Straight down the line, Miriam Sia passing off the net yet again. De Janeiro goes quick, but unfortunately it's too quick, so it has to be lifted. Chance through the pipe, Lee Ying Ying, well done, Weng Min Jae. Zhu Ting, hey, let's have a game of standing shot. Zhu Ting, you don't even have to jump. Just a little pop. So high. Down ball from Italy, they're made to pay for not blocking Zhu Ting. Even if she's not jumping, Zhu Ting is a threat at 198.
Ragazze, solo una roba. Ci sono lì e perché gli abbiamo lasciato un po' di margine, solo quello. Vai, ragazzi, vamos.
Zhu Ting starting to dominate again. And that means Italy have to push back. It's better from Sia. Ugoni does push back. Long arms that just casually stay loose and cannon through the ball. Good feet, great angles. Really great angles. Interesting. Really quite interesting when Zhu Ting is starting to prosper. That's Ugonu's serve starts to go. Sia makes great shape with the shoulders. Ugoni does find the line this time. Sia ends up out of the picture, but she just focuses on the pass. It's good enough to keep Ugonu in the game. That's a great swing. But shoulders round the ball, almost drops the right shoulder there, Sia, to get the angle on the pass round. Pizzetti! Not the biggest, but she's like a jack in the box. Jumps up, presses late, forces back into the angle. Swing blocking from Pizzetti. Italy are back in this set. De De Janeiro just takes a step. Pezzetti now has to tip, but she tips at the setter, so they're out of system. There's a chance in transition. Whoa! China. It's huge from Yan Ni, and she just lets the eyes linger under the net to Agonu. They know she loves to chop back. They're waiting for her. Caraccioli comes in for Sia just for passing duties. It's a great pass. Welcome to the game, Caraccioli. Ying Ying dug from De Janeiro, who's had a wonderful game again this evening. And we're not even, well, maybe even a fifth of the way through. Agonu this time goes to the line and challenges the outside hand of the block. She goes chasing after it, Li Ying Ying, doesn't she? This time China out of system. What an angle. Li has just used her foot speed. Zhu Ting does well to even get her arms on that, but the speed of the feet to get to the right-hand side of the ball, to get the ball into the hitting window on point. No one said that this game would be uneventful. And if you did, you are wrong. The semi-final of the FIVB World Championship. Games do not come much bigger than this. De Janeiro putting the ball on point once again. Agonu. And when I watch Agonu, you can just see she opens up the whole court. She can go to the line. She loves to chop it back sharp. There aren't too many in the world. Slow chase is definitely one from the Netherlands. Boskovic is phenomenal as a left-hander playing that side, but she's one of a few, Agonu. What a reply! Sinyu dances off. Denesi yet again is watching for Zhu Ting, and she has to. Pound for pound, Zhu Ting is rated as the best player in the world, but it gives the freedom for Ding Xia to work the ball reverse and run the game as she would like. Pierciali out of system. De Janeiro puts it into a good spot. Denesi covers. She's going to have to cover again. Agonu has just sent that into orbit. Someone's got to go and get that. First time blocked out. De Janeiro, she's underneath the ball. Wrist goes underneath it. That's still traveling.
Ok, così loro si preoccupano solo della cannella. Ci siamo? Vai, via!
Gonu is the threat here, and throughout the opening stages, she's had it all her own way, but at 19 years old, pressure can creep up very quickly. She has to just forget about that one error. Piacciali lead, Miriam comes in, trying to bring a little bit of energy here. Intensity is communication and body language together. Pass from Meng Jie is perfect. They're so good on the slide. China running the reverse ball so well. They really are. The middles are high. De Janeiro is balanced and waiting. Just wait now. They're probably going to look to go to the pipe in just a moment and bring the middle back into the game. See ya! That's almost like a little bit of a roundhouse. Just a rotation of the shoulder and a high snap. Look how much work the arms are doing at the bottom of the jump to propel herself up. Malinov with recoveries and things. See. This is a different game in the second set. They're passing stronger, but the variation of the slide attack causing issues for Italy. One goes wider, one stays shorter. Danesi is such a good blocker, as is Cricciella. They have to run the ball around, and they have to use varied attacks to get through them. See you off the net now. Italy are really swimming against the tide. De Janeiro covering strongly. Fast to the stick, maybe good enough to win. No! Zhu Ting rolling high. Bazzetti doing a good job as well. See ya. And the dynamic that Miriam Sia gives this team is impressive, because it takes pressure off of Igonu. Against Serbia, Igonu had all the pressure because they were struggling to score on the outsides. Bazzetti just plays the perfect understudy to those two. Looking for a touch now. Ball goes to the outside. We love a challenge. It's a game of the highest importance. Faults. And Italy have gone crazy. They're saying that potentially they've challenged the wrong thing. They've all to keep up with it. The Chinese fans, again it sounds like a home game. Mazzanti starting to get fired up as well here. A let's been called. And now China, it's their turn to ask questions. Zhu Ting. The let's been called primarily because of the challenge. I think I could be corrected if I'm wrong. Because they wanted to challenge the ball going out the back, and instead it challenged the net touch. Italy wants to win the point. I don't speak Italian. I would say that Mazzanti is saying we should win the point, or there should be at least a re-challenge. Ling Yun is behaving like she's in a library. Very impressive from her. Quiet as a mouse. Back to business, 18-20. This could just swing it either way. De Janeiro reads the game nicely. She just sits inside. See ya. And just like the previous game, where for Serbia, Mihailovic took the pressure off of Boskovic, Sia is doing exactly the same here. She really is. Mihailovic was so good in that previous game against the Netherlands.
Sì, ma te deve fregare una minchia.
Non la devo guardare.
No.
Sia disrupting China.
猪在4位，对，猪在2位。妹妹在中间，要不我跟猪一个人在5号位。好，你注意点。好，帮我。加油！你得盯着好。
Agonu fires up the cylinder again. The chance for China. It's a great side out from Zhu Ting, who shows a bit of suave and a little bit of joy with that. They know where she's going, but Zeti is sat there waiting for it like a bus. Doesn't mean she's going to catch it. Back to Sia, the passing slightly laying her down, but Cricciella on the slide. Bazzetti free ball, this is a big chance. Only to be taken by China. Yan Ni tries to hit the overpass, Cricciella on the dive. But then when it comes to the blocking, this is where they've improved, China. Gong Xingyu. The opposite, doing a wonderful job. It's going to be tough now for Italy. Sia goes back to the line. She scores this time. The way that De Janeiro sets out of system, world class. Slow touches, fast pace. Good setting, but also watching that is Miriam Sia. Ugonu, they're coming back again, Italy. They're playing consistently, that's for sure. Ugonu! China are going to have to put their crash helmets on here. Ugonu is starting to go again, silencing the crowd. Opens up the court, hits line and chops so well. Zhu Ting! Anything you can do, Ugonu, I can do it better. Both big players, this time on a slightly more reverse pipe, trying to drag the block around, open up gaps off the body. Zhu Ting, world class. Substitution we have seen so much. Gu Mingyun coming in, and what an entrance! That's exactly what you need from your service substitution in a World Championship semi-final. Moving from left to right, away from Miriam Sia. No one wants to get their platform on it. First set point. 2 aces, surely not! What a service substitution! Gu Mingyun comes in with 2 blasts from the baseline to really bully Italy and go 1-1. What a fun game! China blocking and serving better. They seem revitalised after a slow start. Miriam Sia hasn't quite passed as well as the first set, but so many highlights to take forward. Myself needing a rest here. Italy, Melinov, Bozzetti, Danesi, Ugonu, Sia, Tricciella starting. Sia the target again, and we're really going to see from Miriam Sia how she can stay relaxed and focused on her pass throughout this stage. De Janeiro bumping to the middle. We saw this in training yesterday. It worked slightly better than that though. De Janeiro again, this time quick to the outside. Su Ting! But Miriam Sia stays calm and calculated at the net. De Janeiro setting faster than almost any other team in this competition, even with their setter setting the ball. Passing from China, and this has been the difference. They've passed so much better into position 3, then the middle can just release. And Danesi and Tricciella, look, they're just, Tricciella that time, not getting high, not getting square off to the net, drifting, losing their height. China are really doing well here. And in the block. Yan Ni. This will all be about her vision. Melinov trying to use the middle, but it's been spotted by Yan Ni. It's always going to be difficult for Tricciella to bring the ball back to 1 when she's facing so far towards position 5. Great read with an ace as well. Yun Thing-Yu makes one drop. Bozzetti, shoulders cannot get underneath it. Sia passing over. Su Ting. You do not need to ask Zhu twice to put this away. Christmas has come early on in this third. The service pressure for China is really strong. The ball is starting to fizz around a lot more, but at high speeds where it's dropping all the time, Bozzetti is world class with service reception, as is De Janeiro, and Sia is very strong as well. But all of them struggling with this service reception. Sia putting it perfectly in. Ugonu. And if you were looking at this swing right here, in the men's game you would say Wallace is exactly the same. What an angle. There's not many people that can hit the ball that steep from that height in the world. The second set, struggling with rhythm of her serve. Being clear, serving straight down the line. It's difficult for Italy. Of course it's a line block because they're serving the front court receiver. And then Ugonu from the inside 10. Such a threat. We have to talk about this because Tricciella is running on the slide. So there's only 2 front court options, but when you've got Ugonu going through the center like that, it's going to hold the middle blocker again and hopefully take the pressure off of Bozzetti for Italy. The passing yet again perfect, and Zhu Ting will have a field day when China are passing this well. So good. Ding Xie is playing really well as well. Cucchiella, both teams playing such a high level. And that was the review from everyone after Sapporo, was that the game between these two teams, they're siding out for fun. Remember, last time that Italy won this competition, 2002, they beat China 3-1. But the last World Championships, well, China have only won one head-to-head out of the last 5 between these two teams, and that one game was the World Championship semi-final 4 years ago, 3-1. Paintbrush through the middle, but it's the purpose. It doesn't have to be technically perfect to score. Yan Ni splits the blockers, the wider set, looking to penetrate that gap right there. Malinov is a mismatch too. De Janeiro stepping in, setting darts to the outside. Bozzetti out of system, might just struggle a little bit more than Xie. Malinov goes back to Bozzetti. And you see this from the smaller players. Japan do it a lot too. The first time they just recycle the ball, they do something smart with it, and then they build through the rally because they just create pressure the first time of asking. Perfect again, they're faultless. Italy need to push the service pressure. China are delightful at the moment with the way that they're seeing it. But that's, if you study the two serves, that from Malinov compared to what some of the Chinese players are throwing out from the baseline isn't as tough. It really isn't. Who knows what's going to happen in the next 10 minutes, let alone for the duration of this game. Igonu is firing, but you would potentially suggest that Ding Xie, when she's on the front court, is coping better than Malinov when she's got 2 spikers with her. The way that she's working the middle is really good. Bozzetti from the right side seems to hang in the air for hours on end. Bozzetti reads that well. China doing the same thing as they've done quite a lot. Igonu feasting off the top. Maybe there's been a change from Mazzanti, just shifting Bozzetti further around when the setter is on the front court from China. Wang Mengjian is phenomenal, but that's a little bit out of her grasp. Twice. They have made a change. They're making more digs with Bozzetti, sweeping around more of an angle. High and tight, they have to work the block. Net touch from Li Yingying. Problem solving, paying off. Timeout from China. What we haven't seen as much of as the first set is Italy trying to get 3 in the block. Both teams serving the front court receiver a large proportion of time, and then looking to take the line away from them. It's difficult when you bring the front court receiver inside for them to chase out and hit sharp angles. So you can almost let them have that if they hit it, because it's very difficult. Volleyball, game of speed, distance and time. Again, back to the outside, Li Yingying, Di Janeiro, they're out of system. You'd expect Italy to score again. Here's sharpness, but they're so patient. Gong Xingyu. And Li Yingying out the back. It's really high both times for Li Yingying, and there's a left-hander playing on that left side. It's far easier to play a flat set that you can choose to take early or late. On the wider pipe is Zhu Ting. Bazzetti is perfectly positioned, and Sia can counter with a big, crushing right jab straight to the face of China. Sia stays high, works around the block, opens up nicely. But Bazzetti has made a wonderful read when the ball's gone to Zhu Ting there. This time wide. And where China were really flowing, which was on the slide attack, snapping back a couple of different angles through the block, sharp. Italy have really made a few changes that stopped that from China. No surprises that Chen Chunlei has come in, played so well in the previous game against the Netherlands. Bazzetti feels like she should have got that one. Six's job is to sit in between. She should have got that one. Six's job is to sit in between the gaps in the block. The block is really going to seal those gaps, because you don't want to rely on the defense really, if you can, because they play great defense. But Six's job is to just sit in the middle. Key moments. Remember, this is the second game of the day. There's a rotation fault. You have to stay in your order, China. It looks as if Gong Xingyu is the problem, and maybe the backcourt setter. Difficult to tell at game speed, but that's really simple stuff now that's disrupting China. Denezi flipping it out to Igonu. Bouncing around, but a double touch against Igonu. But they might challenge this, Italy, because it's come... Well, it's definitely not a block touch, is it? So it is a double touch. She didn't know much about it. When China are on top, their serve is unreceivable. But as soon as they're feeling the pressure, they really lose consistency. Igonu lose consistency. Igonu hasn't got her jump serve going all night long. It's lucky for Italy that other areas are flourishing, really. Igonu has been a threat, spiking though and blocking. But see it. Has really been the attacking threat this evening. Off the net from Bazzetti. Sia finds a way through again. Whatever you throw in her way, she will just punch right through it. Fired up. Italy lead at the technical timeout by 5. De Janeiro setting great speeds to still get splits in the block. Remember, look at that, ball hardly goes out of the picture. It's flat, and they know the purpose of the play, attack the splits in the block. Bizanti has worked so hard on running this offense quicker. It didn't help against Japan because their middle blockers are so quick. Zhu Ting busting shapes. But it works here because China are slower than Japan in the center. Their middle blockers are not as quick getting out. Substitution, reverse. Didn't see it. Comes on to play it, position 1. Zhu Ting, 3 in on Zhu Ting. They want to cut off all of her angles because they know how well she hits off the body. They go back to Zhu, she goes to the line. Really good from Zhu Ting. The first player, the Chinese player to be the leading scorer in the FIVB World Club Championships, and also the first Chinese MVP of that competition, 2017. She's the youngest player in competition, 2017. She's the youngest player to have been transferred out of China, but it's going to, they will challenge this, you think. The Gonu versus Zhu Ting battle. Intriguing. Hawkeye, this is a big one. In by a whisker. A good challenge. Robust and smooth, powerful swing from Ugoni. Triciella, fast passing. Danesi. Knows it's a big point, and that challenge has cost China maybe some concentration. Danesi and Triciella throwing again. Big hugs all round. They're so young, the middle two, but so mature. Front court receiver set yet again from the right side. Fumbling from Malinov. It was a good swing from Gong Xingyu. Facing out towards the back left of the court. She really would have had to turn and fight for the left hand. Oh, here we go. Super sub from the second set. Jumps in to serve a few more whips. Bizzetti, it's a good serve out of system Italy. Back to the line, Ugonu. It's really good from Hu Mingyun. The substitution. Ugonu playing a bit of defense now. Melina from the front court goes back to Ugonu. What a dig that is. It won't stay in. But the reactions from Ding Xie is really strong. Ugonu going through the ball. Her body weight is her power. Her arm is just really her steering wheel. The quicker the arm, the faster the contact. Zhu Ting the target. Really good from Lucia. The further that ball travels, the less chance you have of getting blocked through the middle, looking for a touch. Is there a touch? They're short. The referee has given it as well. Challenge from the ever-calm, evergreen Lincoln. Another big challenge, isn't it? Let's be honest. Hawkeye now well established in this game. It saves so many arguments. It gives us the facts. But right now, China have their backs up against the wall. No touch. No arguments from Paola Rugani. Lincoln throwing a few tactics out from the sideline, trying to give everything she can. Bezzetti passing perfectly. It's a great play. When the ball is served to one, trying to get the ball into position 3 is everything. It doesn't quite get there, but it's good enough for Malinov to have every option open. If you can pass the ball a little bit more to 3, it opens up every play, it opens up the net completely. Malinov from the backcourt. Difficult to block a left-hander on that side, for sure. Agoni at times has been told off. She's got really long arms, Agoni, so it makes it difficult for her in the blocking to make the correct shape at times. Out of system, good serving from China. It goes up again. Can you stop that? Can you actually? Do you get 3 in the block? But it's Dingxia, so you potentially would rather have her playing defense. They're sitting around trying to defend the sharp one. But do you need to get 3 in the block there? Su Ting. This is a game of just a silly high level. It really is. Su Ting off the body, through the gap. She goes both ways, through and off the body. There's a lot of mileage left in this game. Sia almost with a spatch. You'd think spatch is when it comes out of the hand a little bit funky, but she knows what she's doing there. She's one-on-one. She's slightly having to lean in the air, so she takes pace off the ball because she's so high. She can just plant it.
还要提防手，别放啊！我也是为下一局做准备，要把他那气势都给他压下去，好不好？大家耐心一点啊，坚定一点。爱给你发球，你一下崩吧。哦，我看防守再往前顶，坚决一点。听到吧？现在防守往前，手牵着。防守严宁和那个谁一样，他前面比较短，往上走一点。有我往上，再来啊！加油加油！
Well coached. Olympic silver with the US at Beijing 2008, gold at Rio with China 2016. Her daughter actually went to Stanford University. She was the first ever female to win gold as a player and a coach. So people like herself and Karch, Karai are just legends of the game, really. Karch Karai, the first ever player to win gold, and beach and indoor. Sia. You just cannot ignore her. But the speed is everything from Italy. Look at the pace. She's not hitting from her highest point, but they're not playing a game to do that. And then from the baseline, it's taken a while for Ugonu to fire up with her serve, but when she does, China, they're struggling. Agonu serving to go 2-1. It's another ace. 2 in a row from the powerful and feared Paola Agonu. And just as China were growing, Italy have upped their game again. 93, almost 94 kilometers an hour. But in the scene, they can't react fast enough. And Agonu is just an absolute threat. Back to position 1, keeping the ball away from Zhu Ting in this rotation. De Janeiro. So many teams do not dig that off the body swing from Zhu Ting. And not only does De Janeiro dig that from Zhu Ting, Agonu somehow caught underneath it, trying to take the angle away. She's so high, she just snaps one straight back. Impressive. It really is impressive. Back to position 1 because Zhu Ting's at 4. Slide attack effective again. Good service pressure. And good defense to back it up. Chance in transition. Zhu Ting. Agonu has her number. She really does at the moment. Outperforming Zhu Ting. Malinov is just covering the tip. She does a good job of it. Agonu maybe doesn't have Zhu Ting's number for very long. It's a monster block. And now there's a bit of pressure on Zhu Ting. 3 in the block. Because they have to. We mentioned it in the previous set. They have to stop Agonu chopping the ball back so sharply. The only way they can maybe do that is to get another pair of hands at the net. De Janeiro to the left. That's a weak spot for Italy. Falling backwards, no stability, no angle. See ya. Passing high off the net. Chance for Agonu. Good defense. They do get a dig on her. See ya. Stopped. And Xingyu. This is some rally. Zhu Ting firing high and sharp. Agonu out this time. Just to give you some perspective, every time China win a point, everyone's on their feet. Sets well inside from Malinov. Trying to get 3 in the block again. It's a change that... Trying to get 3 in the block again. It's a change that... Is key. Agonu faltering at times. The defense from China really, really strong. Xingyu. For starters. The 6. Done really well back there. De Janeiro fixing that platform to the left side. And look at the difference it makes. Just passing in system. Gives options, gives better court vision for the spiker. See, we'll go over the top. Good passing. Zhu Ting out of system. She's in well too early. Her body weight going back way after she tipped that ball. And Agonu will just play with ease. Italy will play with ease. as soon as you give them a ball with no pressure on it, they can pass into good areas. Everything's easy. Great timeout early on from Mazzanti. It's really put the brakes on China. Puzzled here. Denesi not in the team to play defense, but would expect herself to do slightly better than that. Step to the right, her weight's going the wrong way. Challenge requested on this one. Interesting time because Italy really do the deep. They're out as expected. But you have to give full-on admiration to Italy in the way that they've played this game in what feels like China's house. Passing great, and what feels like China's house. Passing great. Good job, attacking, popping the ball into good zones. Passing key for both teams. Triciella trying to block one there, because that's how China have rolled throughout this game, in that rotation. Running wider, hitting through the gaps. Igonu just makes it look so easy. Really does. Inside 10, and she's always going to go back there because the block is drifting out to try and get on her. It's a great option to cut back and avoid the block. Sia making the odd small mistake. This replay of 4 years ago, is giving us everything we ever wanted. Sia now passing to 3. The game is open. They're just sitting out nicely, sitting. With the spike, Igonu firing through, but it's great vision and it's a good watch from the Chinese blockers. 2 in a row, but Cricciella is always drifting off the right foot and her arm coming through to the left side. But it means that the natural angle, if she gets blocked, is back out of court. The blocker has to work so hard to not only get out Chang Ning there, but also press back in. Triciella serving really strong, taking the front court receiver out, then making a great pancake defense. It's a great watch. All options available, and then they go through their hands. First technical timeout. China still in charge, just. Lots of Chinese players, as you can see, scores. Playing for Tianjin, Bohei Bank. Founded in '93, champions of the Chinese League 11 times, including this year. While Italy, their league, Novara and Amoco, the 2 biggest teams. Novara, well, they have Igonu, Shelbar Chakli, Celeste Black, Shelbar Chakli, Celeste Black, Cricciella, Lauren Carlini, Stefana Amoco, well, they have Hill, De Janeiro, Sia, Danesi, just to name a few. It's going to be a competitive league that one this year. Agonu stopped. Zhu Ting proving again that she's not all about scoring. She can defend too, but Italy this time, power through Agonu. Just loading, just gradually going onto the right foot and absorbing the ball. The tip is sneaky, but it'll do. You can hear the chants getting behind their team. Great angle, but Malinov stays disciplined. And it's a game of inches. Those small things, Malinov's defense, where so many others would falter, staying still and really keeping her arms well out for a long time. But then it's a get out of jail free card, wiping off the outside hand of Zhu Ting. Agonu just lingers her look on Zhu Ting for a while. That's close. Ping Ping has backed her young players from day one, going through this competition. Competitors. And they're coming back. Again. Problem at De Janeiro, it's almost easier to pass when the ball's away from the body, so you can fix your arms. When it's right at you, you have no space in between your armpits. It's difficult to create an angle. Better, balls to the left. See ya! People will be talking about Agonu, but without Sia doing this sort of damage, Agonu is not as effective. Fast plays, yet again, drifting blocks off the hands. Easy, in theory. Net touch. How many is she going to score out there? And the opposite from China is really potentially a weaker spot in their team. They don't have an Agonu that's so high and serves like that can make so many blocks. Chase is on. That's just incredible from Zhu Ting. Tracking out, waiting patiently, it's out of system, so the ball's high. She has to be patient, waiting patiently, it's out of system, so the ball's high. She has to be patient to still go through. Hitting on the way up at the highest point. Out of system, both teams now, maybe some tiredness. But just as Zhu Ting does, when they're out of system, she gives China an out. When they're out of system, she gives China an outlet. And then Agonu does the same. Great decision making, the block's a little late. Ball sweep to the left, two in Bezetti! And out of system, without Zhu Ting, they have to play high. Two blockers up, penetrating fiercely. Bezetti with a real quick work of the wrists into the middle of the court. Timeout China. Timeout China. They're up against it again. The next 10 minutes, crucial for this game. Italy are playing with a real stern backbone here. Not so much on that rotation, but in general, every time that China start to prosper, they start to come back. Italy, they just push through again. See ya. Off the net, it's too quick, there's no middle. Bazzetti goes off. The reactions. Dingxia, I think it is good enough. And China rise again. Problems here. Italy can't lose. De Janeiro. Incredible defense. Reactions. Dingxia, that one is all for you. De Janeiro passing, stays focused really well. Molino. And when you have two front court spikers and you're trying to split the net, the second touch is one way you can hold the middle blocker. But the reactions and the vision, everything strong from Yun Xingyu. Pressure back on from China. Would we have predicted anything else? No. The pictures tell you the emotional roller coaster that we are on right now. Nobody wants to get off. Back to business in what we spoke about just a moment ago as a really crucial 10 minutes. So far it's China who have prospered through that time. Ugonu. I mean, how do you stop it? Put your answers on a postcard and send them. They're trying to block the line away by the looks of it, because otherwise 5 would not be sat so high up the court. Serving away from the outsides again. Cricciella takes a big, big blow. Manages to get her hands in front of her face though. Second opportunity. Sharp snapping. China thriving again here. Zhu Ting, 3 on her from Italy, as we've seen. Taking the bullet is Cricciella. But really, from Gon Xingyu, that's a great swing. De Janeiro passing the ball too far to the left. Ugonu slaps it back to the right. Challenge potentially. Ugonu hits away so well there. The block drifts towards position 1 because that's where the high percentage swing is. Well, she actually finds the gap. Absolute scoring machine here. Way out of system. Ranjay jumps in, chipping away as Zhu Ting, but out of system, she can't put it away. Close to the net from De Janeiro. She goes there again, but it's a better set and it means that Ugonu can really open up on the second ball. The speed from China is a beautiful, beautiful thing. 3 balls punished. The middles go with the middles. There's no block for Zhu Ting. She will take full control of this game if you let her, Italy. Gazzetti passing well. It's position 1 again, trying to keep the ball away from Ugonu. That's all they're trying to do. As Ugonu's on the front court, the ACT. Roby swings. This is far from over. It looked as if China had this in the bag. Just a moment to go, but errors creeping in at crucial times. Block touch from Denesi, travelling across the net well. Ugonu! And from a 4-point lead, this is just turning around. Malinov is finding her rhythm in her setting. She just sits it right the way across Ugonu, and she can go wherever she likes. Perfect passing. De Janeiro reads that like an absolute pamphlet. The play goes to the middle, and as soon as it goes to the middle, De Janeiro just sits in, makes a read inside the court. Ugonu is unstoppable at this moment in time. And as Zhu Ting was running away with it a moment ago, Ugonu, again, is proving to be one of the best in the world. The real difference between the top teams at this competition, the power on both flanks. Yes, they have a superstar opposite. Denesi, superstar middle. Best blocker in the competition goes to town. And this time it's Chinatown on the Olympic gold medalist. Great closure, great finish. Good reply. This has everything. Drifting blocks, crafting the way through, the speed, so good. Out of system, they go high. The blockers are doing a good job. Zhu Ting staying very interested here on Ugonu, but she can't get near her. Mazzanti. Fist clenching. De Janeiro back to target. Still steers the ball in. And you just feel if Italy do win this, they're 2 points up at a key time. We're in the 20s. China, you have to keep an eye on your first touch. It can't get sloppy now. Gong, seeing you. Italy are getting closer to a World Championship final. With an ace as well. What a time from Denesi. Smiles from Mazzanti. China have lost their rhythm in their pass. Denesi serving again. This set has turned around so quickly. Zhu Ting on the inside finds the gap. And if you were to ask me what I thought the difference was here, it's that Italy have Sia on one flank, Ugonu on the other. China haven't got that strength on the left and the right side. But there's still a long way to go in this game. Sia now off the net, but they can hit their way out of system. It's a really big set that goes out the back. Challenge requested from Italy. Potentially there, the ball goes to position 2, when maybe all they had to do, Italy, was give it to Sia. She gets wider in her approach, she can cannon angle. This time, no touch. Certainly the decision. We are back to 1. Put your seatbelts on. This emotional roller coaster is about to hit its scariest point. Sia serving straight on Pezzetti. It's not a time to lose the pass. Sia! You have no right at this time of a World Championship final to hit those angles. Fast plays, snapping across the body. She opens up so well. It's a thrash. But that's the biggest point of the game so far. Out of system as well. Passing from both teams needs to stabilize. It hasn't. Trying to go high, 3 in the block. Su Ting. Big game player. Big points. Finds a solution. Inside set over the top of Malinov. There's a mismatch just due to the height. Some people in the stadium can't watch. Perfect passing. Di Gennaro and Pezzetti have given stability to Italy this evening. But China just pushed back, this time from the right side. Not from Su Ting. Xianggu hits an audacious angle. And we are tied at 23-all. Timeout Italy as well. Ball travels across her, snaps it back on a sharp angle. Money making from China. Look who's serving. Big occasion. Sia has been bullied from the baseline, but Malinov keeps it alive. Gonu fires long. And from a position of glory, Italy are throwing it away. It was all smiles a moment ago, but now China are pushing back. Serving, the perfect person under pressure to serve us into a fifth. No, Agonu! 19 years old, but has the maturity of someone so much older, far more experienced. It's Su Ting versus Agonu again. Sia with the serve. Pass is so tight, confusion everywhere. Holding on tight, both teams. Sia makes the dig, the ball's still in play. Second chance, Sia goes to the bite. It's a great watch, but it's a miraculous recovery. And the ball outside goes long. Trinciella has made a magnificent block here, but how has that stayed alive? Meng-Jae, and to the outside. That's how games are won and lost. You have to take your chances. first match point for Italy. Sia again serving, Mengjiang with the pass to the middle, Di Janeiro makes the dig. Running the middle at key times, really good setting. We're back to 25 all. And the highlight package of this game could be 1 hour long this evening. The service substitution that came on in the second and stole it for China is back in again. Q with the serve, Di Janeiro putting it into a good spot. Again high, is there a foot fault? That's what they're looking for, I think. The point goes to Igonu. She stays high, aggressive and smooth. Come of age again this evening, Igonu. 19. Second match point for Italy to qualify for their second ever World Championship final. Zhu Ting passes straight, a chance for the block, but she stays high. With 3 in the block, you don't have many options. But it's a great swing from Li Yingying. Keeps China alive. Pushing for their 6th World Championship final. They're running out of chances. But the longer they stay in this game, the more chance they have. Sia passes, leaking the ball. Igonu getting everything. And that's why. Chance now in transition. It's a free ball. Igonu again. Running out of gas. China have turned this one around. Malinov potentially getting too one-dimensional. Everybody knows where that ball's going to go. China's blockers, they know. Another set point. It's turned around again. China to take this to a 5th. Sia with good passing. Igonu this time on the pipe. We're back all square. But how many balls in a row has Igonu been set? They might have to go to the middle in a moment or go to Bazzetti. Do something different. But who knows? Serbia are watching on really closely. Great pass from China, and it's a superb angle. Off 1 foot with the slide, taking on the middle block at Danese. Drifting blocks don't penetrate. Third set point, Li Yingying has a great serve on it. Di Janeiro passes safely but nicely. Igonu, if you feed her, she will score. No Bazzetti, no Danese. Malinov is just giving it to Igonu. Bazzetti serving to turn this one around. Back insisted China, back to the pipe. Bazzetti with the dig, they have to play it. The ball is out, but what else do you do? It turns out to be a great decision. Off the body goes Zhu Ting. She hits such a great angle. Inside, pushing the blocker. The ball was out, but Wang Mengjiang had to play it. If she leaves it and the ball goes in, she'll have to live with it forever. We have had some epic matchups in this World Championship, but this is phenomenal. Tipping away is Sia. Opens up the game because Igonu is now opposite. The defense from China, they are just fighting so hard. Sia trying to go through, pinging around again. Opportunity for Zeddy having to set. They go straight to Igonu. 3 in the block, she goes high. Gong Xingyu with the defense. Zhu Ting off the net. How many opportunities are both teams going to have to score and take this set? It's remarkable. Zhu Ting again, but there's 3 in the block, it works well. It chops off all the angles. And Miriam Sia puts that point to bed. one-on-one, you would back her 99% of the time. She looks blind, she shapes angle. Pressure on the passing unit of China. There's not much service pressure here. And you can see the serve is so light. It's so easy for the passing unit to get the ball in. It's a delightful slide play. But sometimes you have to serve to win and not to lose. You do not wait for another player to make a mistake. Bazzetti on point again. We are deep in overtime. Sia with the cannon. This is the chance, China. Zhu Ting against two. Has the ball bounced? Something it has. But Zhu Ting gets the chance off the net, but fires long. Challenge. It looks like it. This is unbelievable. Tricchiella, it's the same, and Di Janeiro. China, well, young Xing Yu, a good start here is key for both teams. The defense strong again, but second chance grenade puts it away. Zhang Changning starts on the outside. Ding Xia, the setter. Zhu Ting, no surprise. Yan Ni starts again. Gong Xing Yu as well. So it's the same six. Both teams' first six is starting. Inside set put away from Zhu Ting. And they just run a quick inside to just look for the inside hand of the blocker, catch them drifting, not penetrating. Once again, blockers doing their job, looking through the net, not watching the ball. Danesi is stopped. And it's Italy's turn to be pushed up against the wall. China were there a moment ago. It's a dark place. It's a place you don't want to be. But Italy are there and they need to rise against it. Into a good position, Zhu Ting on that inside set again, working Ugonu. As soon as you make Ugonu move and you make a step, you have a real opportunity to go off the hands. This time it's actually off Tricchiella. It's a good start this from China. They seem very calm and very, very focused. Sia passing off the net, no middle attack. Ugonu is getting fed all the time, and off the net she's not as effective. It's a bump from Zhu Ting. Chance with a free ball. Sia goes high, scoop to the left. Three in the block with Sia on Zhu Ting. China think they've won the point, but Bazzetti just scoops an arm up. Sia with pace off the ball. Zhu Ting, surely, no, they go opposite. Bazzetti just sweeping past the outside, and that's where Italy are dangerous with pace. They have to go back to playing this speed that throws the blockers from China out. Long. This is incredible. Everybody in the arena absolutely exhausted with watching this game. everybody's eyes fixed on what's a fascinating encounter of Zhu Ting against Ugonu. China against Italy, 3 in the block. It's key because China hit so many different angles. It's a great block. Out of system, it buys time to get 3 on Zhu Ting. Sia gets a big block at a key time. Zhu Ting now being the subject of every serve. Griciella caught in absolutely no man's land, but there's a double touch against Malinov. The referee, Goran Malinsky, gets a stare from Malinov. We knew that we were going to be entertained. We have the Olympic champions up against the fastest growing team in the sport at the moment, but no one predicted this. Sia on the fade makes a dig, and that's good enough. It's a game of all the small, things of 7 people. All the little things that make a big difference, and that from Miriam Sia. Falling to the floor is good enough. Bazzetti swinging high off the block. Griciella serving from 5, straight down the line. It's a magnificent serve. 3 in again! The 3 in the block from Italy. Putting China under pressure. China's pass is on. Zhu Ting gets a massive one to the head. She's doing everything right. She sat underneath the block, she's waiting for it. But she just gets put on the floor. Denesi serving out the back this time. They need to serve stronger in this tiebreak, so if they serve out the back, it's not the end of the world. It's felt personally by myself that at key times in that final set that we just saw, they didn't serve tough enough under pressure. De Janeiro out of system, chance for Bazzetti, but she just rolls to 1 because there's no other option for her. And Zhu Ting comes back into the game through the pipe. Drifting block of Denesi, who's worrying about the slide attack. You can't take your eye off of Zhu Ting, but that's credit to the earlier work of China. They've run the slide attack so often that they forgot about Zhu Ting on the pipe. That's great setting from Ding Sia. Sia, perfect passing, Ugonu now. Running out of words to describe Ugonu. Really, one of the finest battles here. Ugonu versus Zhu Ting. Camby comes in for Malinov. It's a service substitution that we've seen often. It's a good serve, it's tight. De Janeiro is really good reacting in there. Danesi puts another one on the scoreboard. Great service substitution. Change of ends. De Janeiro is just sat waiting on the side of the block. Dedication and discipline from Italy's finest libero. Power from one of their finest middles. There's a change of ends. Italy are in front, but it means absolutely nothing. Serves to 1, keeping everything away from the outside. Some monstrous clutchy play from Li Yingying. They're sure it's out here. We're going to know this before they are. No way. Pressure getting to Italy, disrupting their eyesight. in. We saw it. They might live to regret that as we go to a really, really pressurized time in this game. Oh, who knows what's coming our way? Who knows? See ya. Almost sends that one into the stands. But Bassetti puts it on a plate for Ugonu, and maybe that's the sign of pressure for Ugonu. She's completely mistimed it, missed the ball completely from a position where she would score 7 or 8 times from 10. Bassetti with the set. Ugonu can't afford to go sleeping now. It goes back to her. She doesn't go sleeping because, like all big players in the world, whenever you start to question them, they come back with a vengeance. They come back with a vengeance. And Jay on point again. Slide attack, Bassetti swinging to the angle because she's got so many balls back there. Zhu Ting high to the line. They know that Italy, but they can't keep throwing chances away. China, they're battling in every respect. Zhu Ting shut down. It's another mega rally here in Yokohama, and nobody can put the ball on the floor. Maybe exhaustion creeping in. De Janeiro with the can put the ball on the floor. Maybe exhaustion creeping in. De Janeiro with the most outrageous kick of the game so far off the left-hand side. Deep press needed by everyone. But this time, Denesi eventually puts that away. Look at the reactions. That from De Janeiro. At this stage, to be that alert, Denesi puts it away through the gap. Timeout for China. Everyone gasping for air. Whatever happens in this game, it will be remembered forever as an absolute classic. Honestly. The angles, the accuracy. De Janeiro this time out of system. Back to Ugonu. Maybe a poor decision, but it's great blocking from Zhu Ting and China. Bassetti goes to Ugonu. Difficult for Ugonu to turn and hit and keep height. There's no angles to hit apart from her body line. Zhu Ting parks so nicely. 2 in a row, timeout Italy.
A tenerci la palla lì in mezzo, poi ci facciamo quello che vogliamo. Ok? Dai, via!
The crowd here on the edge of their seats. It just goes one way and then another. Service pressure, and when we're in the 10s in a tie-break set, the difference between winning and losing is potentially your serving. But the passing from China is great. But sat really far in is Malinov, but Agonu grows again. And this game is operating in 2-point swings. It really is. The tension is unbearable here. Zhu on the inside. Bazzetti makes the read, but Zhu Ting. Great setting from Ding Xia. It's a quick set behind, and it's a great combination to try and drag the middle blocker one way, and then bring the ball inside to beat them on the left-hand side. Ding Xia serving, who has a very good left-hand hit. Xia out of system. They do go back to Miriam Xia. There's a real good opportunity here for China. Who do they go to? Zhu Ting! But once again, Trinciella and Ugonu team up out of system and make the block. Trinciella, another player, really coming through tonight for Italy. With an ace as well! Ugonu has just fired Italy into pole position at the most important time. Step up your big players. Time out from China.
Allora, se va la 7, ci pensa la Cri.
对，4个人进，往前一点啊，往前一点。没关系，我有出。再来，加油，加油！
Paola Ugonu
Ma dopo arriva la cannonata di qua.
just taken Italy, just taken Italy from 13-12 to 14-12, but potentially the most potent ace of this game so far. But they've been in this position before, in the game so far. But they've been in this position before. In the previous set, multiple match points, they couldn't take it. Is this Italy's side? Ugonu with the serve. She goes out the back, it's a good timeout from China. The pressure on the passing units of Italy is enormous. Bazzetti. Xia receiving the line. Di Janeiro, cross court. Bazzetti, it's a great pass. Agonu! They will be looking for a touch. Nothing's been given. We go to overtime again. Xia says there is a touch. Challenge requested. Just when you think this game is not going to give us any more drama, it serves this one up. Was there a touch? Absolutely not. China are on their feet again here in the arena. Agonu with a missed serve and a missed spike, showing signs of inconsistencies at clutch time. The Chinese fans have deja vu. Xia in system. They need this. They go back to Agonu. She fires again. It always seems that she's firing when they need to get into match point position. But she needs to fire now for Italy. China have just been an absolute pleasure. And they will have their opportunities again, maybe in this game. Pass is perfect. Back to the outside. Li Yingying. 18 years old and playing with so much aggression. She keeps China alive. Ugonu goes out the back. Ling Pyung is realising who she can trust under pressure this evening. And it's an 18-year-old, Li Yingying, who Mingying to serve. A great server, and Italy know that. Ugonu, this time off the block, off the hands again. How many times will Ugonu get Italy into this position? But now, do they go to Pizzetti? Because on match point, cannot remember Italy going to Danesi or Pizzetti when they need one. The serve is great, but the pass is sublime. But Sia gets the dig. It's a free ball, chance to set up, but really should be China's point. They go back to the opposite. Ugonu with the dig. And they go back to Ugonu through the 10. This time, they take it. It's taken so many opportunities. 3-1 in round one. 3-1 in a World Championship semi-final in 2002. Tonight it was closer. It was so close. But Italy qualifying for their second World Championship ever by the narrowest of margins, 17-15 in the tie break. What a performance.